Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for the week of February 26th. We're just going to jump right in here. You have this new moon in Cancer. It says, you and your loved ones are safe. You have this other card that says, take time to breathe out. So definitely a time to take time to breathe out and relax. But let's see. You have the Three of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's like your fortunes are turning in your favor. So, I kind of feel that some of you have been hoping for a result for a very long period of time. And it's like you're finally getting the result. This could be maybe you've been trying to, grow in your career. And look, here you go. You have a victory right here. Pretty sure your last reading was all about a victory or, having some sort of win or something like that. And so it seems to be like you are in this winning period of time. That does not mean that you are winning. As I always say, people always say, like, I'm not winning. My life sucks. My, grandma's uncle's best friend got run over by a bus and, blah, 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 blah. And I'm always like, well, yes, you don't just win. You have to do something to win. So, and I make that perfectly freaking clear in my readings that tarot is not magic. So, yeah, maybe you're not winning, but the energy for you to win is here. So that means that you have to go put work into wherever you want to win. If you want to make more money, ask for a raise, ask for a promotion, go start a business, go do something new. You're not going to win if you're doing the same thing that you've been doing for the last 20 years. You have to make a change. And, that's what life is all about. Sorry if no one's ever told you that, but, you have it looks like an amazing time for you to take control of the wheel. The Wheel of Fortune is our destiny, I can never say that word, as we see it. So it is our personal vision for our life. It is how we think things should go. And with the Wheel of Fortune, we have control over what direction the wheel spins, but we have to use our vibrations. We have to make sure we're kind of like aiming at the right things, meaning we have to make sure that we're not focusing on our, best friends, uncles, cousins, aunt who got run over by a bus and, all that other stuff. We have to focus on things that are actually important, things that move our life forward, things that bring more joy and happiness into our life, all that other stuff. You have the King of Swords. I do feel there could be love coming in for you, but it might not be this week. King of Swords is kind of withdrawn. He can be kind of a little bit of a cold energy. And you have this hyena card as well, which the hyena card in your next row kind of represents needing to have more fun, needing to laugh more and enjoy your life more and all that other stuff. So I'm not sure if it's you or this person that needs to lighten up. It could be both people in this situation. And again, this isn't a bad thing. Maybe you and this person are going through a healing, and it's just like you could be meeting a person, but maybe you both need to complete your healing before it goes to, before you actually take it somewhere. So it kind of looks like to me that you're meeting a person that you could be dating. Maybe you just start as a date, or maybe you start as friends because you have the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is a very good love card, but what I would say is that the Two of Cups can just represent starting with communication. And so it can be a soulmate, but, again, it doesn't have to be a person that you marry or anything like that. You have the Three of Wands, and Three of Wands, of course, is a card of expansion. It's also a card that says, what are you waiting for? And we have this right here, Chariot, Three of Swords to the Fool, which is taking a leap of faith. So this could be a need for you to separate away from something. It does not have to be love. It could be anything that you're separating away from. The Chariot, he's leaving the city behind and behind. The Chariot is your card. So there could be an opportunity for you to move in new directions, or for you to go in directions that you've never thought of before. Let's see. Here you go. With the Three of Wands, you have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is a different direction. Yeah, sure, it can represent lying, cheating, stealing. But really, the Seven of Swords is a card of tactics. He's stealing these swords from an army that's in the background here. So it says that if you're trying to accomplish something, just stay open to the fact that there are multiple ways that you can accomplish anything you want to accomplish in your life. And if you do that, you'll find a better way. With the King of Swords, you have the Three of Swords. I would be careful if you're dealing with a liar, cheater, stealer for sure. If you dealt with a person who told a lot of stories. I'm hearing the words tall tales, popping into my head. This could have been a one-upper, right? I used to work with a person, we used to call this person Tall Tales, because, when it came into work and if you said, oh, I got attacked by a bear this weekend, this particular person would say, oh, I got attacked by 2 bears this weekend. Always one-upping, right? And so I kind of feel that maybe you were dealing with a person who is kind of like a tall tales person, a person who always one-upping everything, or, whatever the case may be. And I would definitely, be careful if you were dealing with that person. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Wheel of Fortune. As always, crazy, again, that you have repeating cards. You are the only sign, I promise you, that gets so many repeating cards in the readings. It's crazy. You already have 2. So definitely a change in your fortunes. Again, the Wheel of Fortune can represent a past person, who's trying to come in and communicate. But again, I would be careful. The Three of Swords can be forgiveness. So you could be forgiving a situation. So maybe you're not like taking this person back, but again, you could be just forgiving this person. You have this hyena card and this elk card. The elk card is all about you taking the lead in your life. And you have the chariot, which is, the chariot says where there's a will, there's a way. But there are two cards of control in the tarot, the chariot and the strength card. The chariot is a card of hard control, like taking control of your life. And the elk card, very similar leadership type vibe. So anything you can do to like take 110% control of your life and really make sure that you are the one that's in the driver's seat is going to be a good idea for you. You also have this hyena card, which is a card of happiness, and you have this happiness card coming up next. So I think that it would be an amazing time for you to do things that bring more joy and happiness into your life. Whatever that means for you. Could be like hobbies. Could be you doing things that you enjoy. Could be you, watching funny movies. Like whatever it is, I would do more of it. You have the Chariot, the Two of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. This is the area of the unexpected, by the way. I really don't feel there's much unexpected here other than, if a person is coming in and is communicating with you, like it might be unexpected. Maybe you just didn't expect it. But I don't think this is some sort of like, super amazing unexpected thing. You could just be like, oh, this person's communicating with me again. So that's kind of what I feel here. I feel like you are in control though. And I do feel if this is a past lover, this is saying it's time for you to take control maybe and put your foot down once and for all and say, I'm not dealing with you anymore. Right. So that's going to be for some of you. For others, I feel that this is saying there's a big opportunity for you in a leap of faith. I also feel like your past 2 or 3 readings have been more specific about an opportunity that could be entering into your life. But this is an opportunity that you are creating because 3 of Wands, Chariot, 3 of Swords, and the Fool. It's like you're taking a leap of faith in a new direction. This could be you like quitting a job that you've had for a long time and getting something else. Again, I would not just quit a job right now. It's a bad time to do that. I would make sure that you have something, lined up before you do it, but still it could be a little bit unexpected for the people you work with or work for. Maybe your boss isn't expecting you to quit or whatever the case may be. But I do think it would be a good time for you to take those. Sorry, my alarm's going off here. But I think it would be a good time for you to take those types of leap of faith. It could also be taking a leap of faith towards a person. So if you are looking for love or if you have an eye on a person, I kind of feel like you could be worried that you're going to be heartbroken, but actually I feel like someone's going to find you very attractive. So, if you're thinking about taking a leap of faith towards a person, I would go for it. You have the Six of Pentacles here. 6 of Pentacles represents equal give and take, of course. So 6 of Pentacles is about planting seeds in a direction and seeing what works, seeing what doesn't, and doubling down on the things that work. It can represent breadcrumbing and, all that other stuff. But really, 6 of Pentacles is about equal give and take, but it's also about, like I said, he's holding the scale here, so it's about cause and effect. And it says if you're working on a project, a business, or if you're wondering what step you should take in your life in general, take a couple of steps, see what happens, whatever works, keep doing that. And whatever doesn't work, stop and do something else, right? And I feel if you do that, you will find success. So there you go. But let's see what is going on here. With the Chariot, you have the 9 of Swords. Again, I would be careful of repeating a cycle with a person. It seems to me like you're very close to moving. Like, I wouldn't even say moving on, but I feel this is you moving on from a lot of stuff. Like, not just one person. I think that you are upgrading your life here is what this looks like to me. There's expansion. 3 of Wands is expansion. The Chariot, Page of Wands, like an exciting new adventure where you don't really know where you're going. The Chariot, he has no clue where he's going. The universe is guiding him. These 2 Sphinxes represent the mysteries of the universe. So he's just like open to whatever adventure could come his way. So, I definitely wouldn't repeat anything with the 9 of Swords. With the 2 of Cups, you have 4 of Wands, marriage. You could have your eye on a person that you could marry. So again, if you're looking for love, I feel that this could be a person that you could marry in the future. I also feel like saying this person just gets it as well, whatever that means for you. So, it's like maybe they just, I don't know. I think that there's something about being with a person who just kind of like understands things that don't need to be communicated, right? I always tell people, like, people are not mind readers. I think it's ridiculous when, I see so many people like on toxic TikTok, which is what I want to call it now and stuff, where they complain about their husband or their wife, but it's like, yeah, but that person is not a mind reader. they can't read your mind. But at the same time, what I would say is I think it's nice when you are with a person who just understands things that are not communicated. It's like a little bit extra, right? I don't think we should look for that. I think we all need to be better communicators in relationships. I think it's ridiculous. But what I would say here is still at the same time, I kind of feel this person, maybe you have some telepathic communication, or maybe this person just better at picking up on energy and, they can read the situation better. So I feel like it's that type of person. With the Six of Pentacles, you have the Judgment card. Definitely would be careful of the past person. These are the only two cards in the tarot that I consider an ex coming back. Wheel of Fortune and Judgment. But, again, I would be careful. I do also feel that the Four Wands can represent freedom, and some of you could be setting yourself free by working on your new purpose, whatever your new purpose is. You have three cards actually here that wanted to come out. You have this Family card, you have this Water Spirit, it says manifesting dreams, which is nice, and you have this Bluebird that says happiness on it. So I feel that you could be very happy because you are manifesting your dreams. And for some of you, this could have to do with family. Although, one thing I will say to you, Cancer. The reason I said Leo is because what I was gonna say is, I say this to Leo all the time, but it seems to me like you could be, there could be certain things that you're doing that, kind of your family maybe doesn't want you to do or whatever. This kind of shows up in your astrology as well, Cancer, that you could be having to do things that go against family wishes. Like maybe your family expects you to, go to, the example I always use is, go to school and become a doctor, but maybe you really don't want to become a doctor. Maybe you want to do something else. And so, it seems to me like you are one of the signs that's definitely having to move towards your own happiness. If you want to be a doctor, then by all means do it. But, I'm just giving you an example here. And, it's kind of funny because I feel like you could have someone in your life who's like, you're breaking my heart. It could be like you're a parent or something like that. That's like, you're breaking my heart by doing this. And I would be like, too freaking bad. It's your own heart. Those are your expectations, not mine. So, sometimes I think we just have to say to people, too freaking bad. I don't care what you want for my life. It's my life, not yours. Sorry that I upset you by, going on my own journey and marching to the beat of my own drum. But, too bad, so sad. And I feel like that's kind of what you're saying here, and maybe in a nicer way than that, of course. But I think that there's a journey that you're meant to be on here. Goes this way right here to the Fool card. The Fool is about taking a leap of faith. You also have the Seven of Wands here, which is kind of like drawing boundaries, drawing a line in the sand, sticking up for yourself. It is coming up in the area of the good stuff, and personally, I really like the Seven of Wands. One of my favorite cards in the tarot. It's a card of conviction. It says, like, when you know that something's for you, it's for you. So, again, I think you're kind of accomplishing things that you want. You have the Empress, so you are showing up in a very strong position. If you want love, by the way, I would definitely get out there. I feel you're very attractive at this time. Doesn't matter what gender you are. I feel people are going to be attracted to you. I also feel you're attracting abundance, but it's almost like this is something that you need to protect, especially with that Seven of Wands. Sometimes I think we start attracting abundance and then, toxic people show up or things, certain things happen. And I feel this is saying, like, protect your vibe, protect your energy, protect your environment, like the energy around you, so that you can keep manifesting positivity and good things in your life. Let's see. With the Three of Swords there, you have the Six of Wands, definitely success. It's like you're overcoming something as well. You have the Chariot to the Six of Wands, both cards of victory and both cards of being celebrated, both cards of success in some way. So, it's like you're winning. I feel like you're finding success, but the Six of Wands is kind of like, what am I trying to say here? It's like coming out on top or something is what I feel like saying there. So it's almost like you're coming out above a situation or something is what I feel. With the Page of Wands, you have the Moon. The Moon is about needing to go on a journey even if you don't know the answers. It's part of the Fool's journey, and as I always say, nowhere on the Moon does it say stop. The Moon, there's this path straight down the middle to some mountains here. Mountains in the tarot represent challenges, but they also represent an achievement. So it's like, yes, it's a challenge, but where do you get the best views? At the top of a mountain. So, it represents achieving something because you went through something. Right next to it, we have the Death card, and the two pillars from the Moon are showing up on the Death card. I'll show you. And the Sun is coming up between those two pillars. So, in a lot of ways, this could say that you're going on a journey in your life where you don't know the details. You don't know how you're going to do it, but you are going to do it. The Sun will come out. With the Empress, you have the Page of Pentacles. Definitely new love if you want new love. This could be communication from a person as well. Page of Pentacles to me is always like a message or communication or a person who wants a message with you, to you or send you a message. You could be sending a message to a person, take it how it resonates. But, I do feel there could be a strong connection coming in for you if that's what you're looking for. I also feel pretty good about money as well. So again, if you are going off on your own path, if you are making money in your own way, I see a lot of success coming in here for you in whatever way that is. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this Rider card. It says, words are magic. Use them to manifest more abundance. There you go. I feel like you're definitely manifesting things, but I also feel you need to protect your manifestations as well, right? You have this Designer card. It says, find a creative strategy to improve your finances. It's coming up in the good stuff, so I feel like you are finding more creative ways to improve your abundance, or you're finding more creative ways to improve your finances in some way. And I definitely feel that here with these cards. So I see a lot of success here for you, Cancer. A lot of good stuff and new ideas, especially with the Fool. It seems to me like you're taking a leap of faith that you've been wanting to take for a long time. And, this could be some sort of risk, or, you could be putting yourself out there in some way. But I really see, if you are doing that, I see it paying off for you big time. This could be you asking a person out. Like I said, it could be you asking a boss for a raise or a promotion. It gives me that type of vibe where you're putting yourself out there. You're putting yourself out on the line. It could also be, again, maybe your family's like, oh, we want you to become a doctor and you want to start a business, and you're putting yourself out there in that way, that you're doing what you want to do. And, again, I feel that it's going to pay off, whatever this is. You have the Death card. We see a lot of change here, and I feel like you are changing because you're no longer responsible for other people's emotions, is what I feel like saying. I feel like sometimes Cancer gets sucked into being the mother, right? And, and maybe not you're mothering people, but again, maybe you get sucked into other people's emotions or needing to help other people or whatever. And it's not that you're not helping other people or anything, but I just feel a little bit more that you're putting yourself first, a little bit more that you're, kind of doing things that you want to do. Maybe even you're sticking up for yourself a little bit more nowadays as well. And I feel this is going to be really good for you. I feel not only is it going to make you more happy, but it's also going to just, make people respect you more and all that other good stuff. You have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands card of conviction. It says when you know that something is for you, then it's for you. Whatever you are, if you really believe that you can do something, you will do it with the Seven of Wands, is what the Seven of Wands says. So let's see. With the Fool, you have the King of Swords. I definitely feel you could be taking a leap of faith towards a person here if you are looking for a person. If you're not, again, this could be like a boss or an authority figure that you are sticking up for yourself with. And again, this doesn't have to be I'm not seeing a conflict here or anything like that. You could just be going to a boss and you could be saying, hey, I put in all this extra work, I want more money. And they could be like, okay, yes, because you stuck up for yourself. Is that a word, stuck? I don't know, that didn't sound right, but there you go. With the Death card, you have the Emperor. Yes, you have the Emperor and the Empress right here. So you definitely could be attracting an Emperor. Could be a Scorpio. You have Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo over here with the Wheel of Fortune. It could be any sign. This is a general reading, but definitely could be your, divine counterpart showing up here. With the Seven of Wands, you have the Ace of Wands. Boom. Didn't I say something about the Ace of Wands here in your reading? Or am I making that up? I could be making that up, but there is a passionate new beginning coming in for you with the Ace of Wands. I also feel that you are committing to something that's going to grow. The Ace of Wands is out with the old, in with the new. So you are clearly starting something new, which we already knew because of the Chariot. The Chariot says you are leaving one thing behind so you can have something greater or better in your life. And there you go. Just a lot of good stuff here. You have this Weeping Willow card that says family sorrow. I'm telling you right now, I literally heard the words, you're breaking my heart or something like that coming up with that Three of Swords, but it's like your mother or something like that, and I'm not trying to, I'm not saying you're going to be toxic to your mother, and I'm not saying your mother is toxic or anything like that, but it's sometimes I think in life, people that we care about say things to us and we have to go the other direction. It's too bad. They should live their own lives. It's funny because I said to someone last week that sometimes I think our parents, even if we're 40 years old, try to control our lives, and it's they need to get a hobby, they need to worry about themselves. So, there you go. I think it's time for you to make your own decisions. And you have this Apple card that says temptation will test you. I would be careful of any past temptations, past people and things like that here. You have this Wreath card. It says sorrow over a loss. Sorry, that didn't work. So again, I do feel like some of you could be grieving the loss of something from the past, but I wouldn't even worry about it because you have this Rose card. It says romance is in the air. definitely feel there could be something much, much better coming in for you. I'm going to pull one other card because I feel like I need to, but you have this dogs card. It says getting together with friends. I think that if you want love, getting together with friends would be a good idea. I also feel if you need support, again, Seven of Wands, could be a little isolating. King of Swords twice could also say that you're isolating yourself as well. So it could be a good time to just socialize and have more fun. Again, there's something about happiness here, but personally, I believe we have to nurture happiness. Like, we don't just get to be happy. We have to do things that make us happy, right? And you have to know what those things are. So I'd make sure you're like taking care of your happiness. You have this butterfly. It says a change for the better. Love it. So clearly there is a change for the better coming in for you. But this looks pretty good here, Cancer. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.